Hey guys, welcome to the Kitaholic Kits YouTube channel. It's Corrine here today and I'm bringing you some cards with the July kit. I'm going to make 2 cards, but I'm only going to voice over the first bit because I've tried to voice over this video about 20 times now and it just keeps cutting out near the end. So I'm just going to voice over to what I can and hopefully everyone's still happy with that. It's pretty self-explanatory anyway. There's not a lot of difference between the 2 different cards, just a different design and colour really. So I'm just going to lay out my base watercolour. I've used Basil Marshmallow cardstock, just a 12 by 12 piece, and I've cut it down to 4 panels of 4 1/4 by 5.5, which is a standard A2 size card, I'm pretty sure. So with both cards, I'm just going to lay down a colour, the first one being these 3 colours, and then I decide that they're not quite dark enough and I'll just lay down another couple of layers just to more saturation and stuff. With the pink card, the next card, I just do 1 layer, I think, and it's just all of the different pink colours that are in the palette, not the red, just the pink. Now I'm just laying down the second layer here. I will blend in between the colours too, just to make sure that they are blended and not slapped on in separate areas, because that would look a bit funny otherwise. But I'm just just layering on the colour now, making sure that I use a lot of water. And it's funny with watercolour actually. It should be quite easy, but it still takes a lot of practice to make it look organic. Well, that's what I've found anyway. Maybe I'm just unco. But who knows. So I'm just drying it off, and then I've added some splatters over the top. Now I'm going to pull out the 3x4. Goodness me. Because I've recorded it so many times, I don't know what I've said and can't keep up, spit my words out. So I'm just going through the 3x4 cards that came in the Project Life kit. It's just a Kaiser Craft colour part. So I'm going to choose the I Love You to the Moon and Back for that one, and then I'll pick, for the pink card, the next card, I'm going to pick one that says Thinking of You on Your Special Day or something, which I've used for a birthday card this time. That one. That's the one I picked for the next pink card. Anyway, back to this one. Just going through all of them because you can never be too sure. And I had a layout in mind for that I Love You to the Moon and Back with the foil, which is why I didn't use the foil one, which now I've done the layout and I still didn't use it. But that's alright. Can't have everything. So I'm just going to give that a trim down, and I'm pretty sure I do that with the other card as well. Just a 1/4 off on each side so that the design on the card stays central, in the card. So I'm going to use my Tombow glue because I find that works really good with mixed media. So I hope that this video works, this voiceover blends alright together. I had to split them to try and see if I could get record the whole thing. I am so sorry. I'm really having a tough time with this voiceover thing today. So I figured that the card was just too flat. It needed some 3D-ness to it. That's not even a word, Corinne. I tell you what. So I'm just going through the embellishments in the kit to try and find something that looks good and kind of works with the theme of, moon, stars, whatever. So I, because it's a central card, central design, I like to frame the design. So anyway, I'm just pulling out my wood veneers from my stash. Please don't judge me. I've they're pretty addictive. I've got 3 or 4 of those containers full. I'm sure you're all the same. So I'm just finding some smaller ones because the ones in the kit were quite big. So I didn't have any of the outline stars, sorry. So I just used a couple of the solid small ones, which actually came from a kit back last year when we first started, which is kind of exciting that we can use our leftovers from old kits on newer layouts and cards. So I've started with the next card now, and because I've already explained it in the first half of the video, because I couldn't get the voiceover to work, I'm going to repeat myself some of the way, I'm sure. So I'm just laying down my base colour, 2 layers again, just to add some more saturation and colour to it. And I'm just going to put some splatters on of the corresponding colours as well and hope for the best. So now I'm giving it a quick dry, and really quick. If only it dried like that in real life, hey. And I'm going through the embellishments now to figure out what I'm going to do with this card, because I hadn't made a decision at this time. I couldn't get that to work and look right, so I'm just going through the 3x4 cards as well now. I like to save the vertical 3x4 cards for my project life, but I don't use a lot of horizontal ones in my thing, because I use the 4x6 cards, the pockets, 4x6 pockets for photos, because they're the most important thing of a layout. But sometimes I will mix it up. So anyway, I decide on that one that I've segregated there. It's with love on your special day or something, which I actually made into a birthday card for my mother-in-law. She's just had her birthday a couple of weeks ago. So I'm trimming it down because I burnt the side on this one when I was drawing it too close to the actual card. Lesson learned. But oh well. So I'm not sure when this cuts off, so if it cuts off mid-speaking, then I'm very sorry for that. I hope you've enjoyed my cards. I just stick them on card bases at the end, and that finishes them off. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my videos and everything. Leave me a thumbs up if you like them and whatever else, and I will see you next month with August kits. Oh goodness, where's the year going? Thanks for watching. Bye.